now that we've filled the content of our left and right hand columns, we're going to start focusing in on the middle section of our site, which is going to have our table. Now, this is what our site currently looks like, and we're bringing it closer to something like this. And here you see the table. Now, before we even look at the specifics of making this, let's take a bit of a broad overview of tables in general. Now, the most basic table construction starts right here, the table tag. Obviously, like any other HTML element, you start with that element and you nest stuff inside of it. So all the stuff inside of our table, the content inside of our table, is within this thing, the HTML table tag. And that, if we go back to my example over here, this would refer to all of this. Everything you see here, except this gray background, is everything from basically music list over here to this top light or more light row to the bottom row over here is all part of the table. The next thing we have is a table row, and that's the next thing you define when you're making a table. You define the whole row over here. So you kind of encapsulate, you encapsulate all of your either TH or TD elements inside of a table row. And TH stands for table header, which means it's going to be the head. It's going to be the header, obviously, for this column, and the TR or TD stands for table data, which just the specific. Each one of these is the data. Now, obviously, only one column could have a header, as opposed to, well, semantically speaking, anyway, only one column could have a header, and everything else underneath that has to be that table data. So this is what a table is in its most bare configuration, and I'm going to configuration, just structure rather. I'm going to take this and I'm going to paste it into my code view over here of Dreamweaver, and now when I go, I'm going to see what the result is on. Okay, so we have this so far. Doesn't look all that great, but we'll continue on and really start to put all of the things, so all of the elements we want in there. So to start, that'd really be the next step, is I'm going to take everything from here on in. Since my table header defines everything for the column, I'm going to start putting in all the different artists that I researched. I'm going to start putting in one by one